Way up to Angela, but I call her Yee. Way up.
Yo, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. Happy Friday. And it's a good one. My journalist friend, Soumya Krishnamurthy's here with me today.
How are you?
Oh my gosh.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot. We had conversations already ahead of time as we're gearing up to discuss everything
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, today. But I'm glad I have a real journalist here because I see a lot of people commenting on things, not understanding this whole trial situation, making jokes.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Which I can't stand to see that because no matter what, this is a traumatic experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
For people, no matter which way this goes.
Yeah.
So anyway, on the bright side of things.
Yeah, let's start with something like happy. It's a Friday.
As we're getting ready for Shine a Light, let's get ready in a great way because you know we all miss Rihanna.
I miss her every day.
As a billionaire, she ain't got to do music no more. But when she pops out, she really pops out. And I want to dedicate this song to you, Soumya. We've known each other a long time. This is actually a song that is for the Smurfs soundtrack. This is Rihanna's first song in 3 years.
Wow.
And we're so excited for it. What better way to start the day than some new Rihanna, friend of mine.
Aww.
Let's get into it right away. Let's go.
We gon' light the block up. I'ma shine. I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and I'm here with Soumya Krishnamurthy.
What up?
Which means we're going to get a lot of details today. And y'all should tune in if you really want to know what's going on with this Diddy trial. Love this. But let's shine a light. Today I want to shine a light on Country Wayne. He's just announced his sophomore special at Prime Video. So, you know, he already did one before. It's going to be his second one on the heels of A Woman's Prayer. That had over 5 million viewing hours on Netflix.
Wow.
Which is a big deal.
Huge.
And he does faith-based, clean content. You know, that's not easy to get people to come out for that.
It's really not.
Yeah, it's really not. But he's making it happen.
I like a good family-oriented program now and again, right?
The other thing about Country Wayne is that he really puts his money where his mouth is. And he's also starring in a rom-com called That's Her with Coco Jones. But he revealed up here that he actually put up millions to get this done of his own money.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so that's really how you make things happen. You're not relying on other people. You're also investing in yourself and knowing that it's going to come back tenfold. So shout out to Country Wayne for all that he's doing. And everybody's also talking about his relationship. Because he did reveal when he was up here, he's ready to get married to a person who he's dating. So just
do we have any names?
Yes. If you Google it, you'll see who it is.
All right. I will do that.
Shout out to you, Country Wayne. Now, Danielle, who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on my mom. She's retired, and she's helping me out right now because my husband and I are in the Navy. He's on deployment, so she came down to Virginia to help me out with my kids so I can continue my job in the Navy without any issues.
That is amazing, because who can you trust more than your mom with the kids?
Exactly. So she's doing amazing. She don't have to be here to help me out, and she comes down every month from New York to Virginia to help me out.
And I know your kids love her too.
They love her some Gigi.
All right. Well, shout out to all the moms out there that are doing God's work. All right. Thank you for calling.
All right. Bye.
All right. Now, when we come back, we have your Yeetie. And listen, we're going to talk about this Diddy trial, but I don't want to get too much into it until everything starts today because we like to watch as it's unfolding.
Absolutely.
But when we come back, we will talk about a potential new versus battle. I want to see whose side you're on. All right. We'll discuss it. It's Way Up.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Talk to 'em.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and I'm here with journalist Soumya Krishnamurthy. She's so much more than that, though. She's an author.
So many things.
So many things.
To so many people.
And a friend of mine, as Rihanna would say.
Yes.
For the Smurf song. But let's get into Styles P versus Jim Jones. Now, Styles P sat down on the No Funny-ish show where he talked about the fact that he thinks that, you know, him and Jim Jones could go at it. I'm shaking your head.
My head.
All right,
No.
well, listen, let's hear what he said.
Never.
Me and Jim ain't in the same league. Me and Jim don't do the same thing.
Yeah, don't.
I am a bar master. I am a lyrical technician. I've been on joints with some of the best MCs in the world. Big, Hove, Black Thought, Talib.
I agree. I
You
think
agree?
Styles is the thing about Styles is because he's in the locks and Jada is so good. Like that's one of my favorite artists. You sometimes forget Styles is a really good rapper, and to put him against Jimmy, it's just apples and oranges. Like Jim to me is like the hype man. He's all about, like vibes and fun, and that's what he brought to Dipset. But Styles is a lyricist. Jimmy isn't.
I do think they don't do the same thing.
Absolutely
Because
not.
like Jim Jones' last album, I thought it was pretty good. And his music can get you really hype,
100%.
He's outside.
But like Styles is a rapper's rapper. Like
But
if
Styles
you're
is more-
a hip hop head, you really respect Styles.
All right. Well, that would be interesting because Jim Jones does want to do this versus. Now, Jim Jones posted, now go listen to the song we did on Lobby Boy album. We recorded it at the same time in the studio together. Since we're talking bars, let's just do a versus EP, something for the people to listen to and judge. I'm not scared of no competition on any level. I'm here to level the playing field. If we're talking bars, let's go.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. You can't put like a heavyweight with someone who's like in a different weight class. Like to me, that's not even fair.
Plus, that Dipset versus,
Yeah.
and
I'm a
versus
huge
the Lox-
Dipset fan, and I really had my money on them. I'm still going to therapy thinking
the
about
reason
it.
why I knew the Lux was going to win was because they've been always together.
Yeah, cohesive.
And
yeah.
I think they're more organized.
very organized.
In that way. But I do feel like they both have been very consistent as
Yeah,
far as doing
yeah.
their solo projects. But it depends on what your vibe is. Some people want that Jim Jones type vibe.
100%.
And some people want to listen to Styles P and listen to the
I
lyrics.
think you said the best thing, Angela. Let's just put them in the gym and they can just do like pull-ups and
Yeah.
see who can
Now,
like
there you
deadlift
go.
the most weight. I would see that. That's the verses I want to see.
All right, now let's just give a bit of an update on what's going on today. Dawn Richard, or
Wow.
Richard, how you want to say it,
Yes, Danny
is
Kang.
expected to testify next in this trial. We'll be watching that today. But another thing, and she does have a lawsuit against Diddy that she filed in 2024. She accused him of groping, assaulting, and imprisoning her. And she also says she witnessed him beating Cassie. And a lot of people are like, why didn't Cassie speak up? There are a lot of people that witness these things.
Yeah, allegedly. That is true. And I
That
have
haven't
a
said
feeling
anything.
that, she is a prosecution witness, that most likely this is going to show a pattern of behavior. Like that's what the prosecution wants to show, and a culture of fear, intimidation, violence. Again, this is all allegedly, but I would think strategically that's why she's being called.
Well, Cassie, by the way, is back on the stand today, and prosecutors want to limit the defense counsel's cross-examination. They've been saying this, that today should be the last day, but the reason is they also think that she's about to give birth.
She's
so
very
they don't want this
pregnant.
to spill into Monday, because what if she's on the stand and she gives birth and then can't continue her testimony? That could be really bad for prosecution.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think the defense has been also very vocal that you had, 3 days with this person. We can't just have half a day or a day and a half. So they're pushing back Puff's team pretty aggressively as well.
They also had her reading all these text messages that kind of didn't have anything to do. I don't know. I guess
was
they're trying to
hard,
act
yeah.
like she's just was with it.
Yeah, I
And
think
she was a
showing
scorned
consent.
lover.
Yeah, I think that's the part.
All right, well, that is your Yeetie. When we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we discuss what we did last night. I was outside last night.
I was inside reading Cassie's texts and transcripts from the trial. So
All right, well, let's talk about it. About Last Night is next. It's way up.
So, about last night. Here's how it went down.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and I'm here with my girl, Sonia Krishnamurthy.
What up?
I know what you were doing last night. Working. So what did you do last night?
So anyone following the Diddy trial, you're not allowed to have recorded devices inside the courtroom. So basically the reporters that are in there are handwriting notes. So
Yeah.
I was trying to go through different news sources, legitimate news sources, not like, the gossips and the bloggers, like actual news
Journalists.
sources. Yeah, legal experts to
Yeah.
see what was going on. Because you hear so much,
You
right,
do.
on social media. And I just want to separate like from fact from the fake news.
Okay. Well, yesterday I was outside, so
Oh, must be nice. Okay.
first I was on a panel at Kohler. Kohler is a company that does like all of the toilets, the faucets, all of that type of
yeah,
stuff.
for sure.
So I did a panel with them. It was really fascinating because I had There was a broker on the panel.
Okay.
Interior designer.
Cool.
There was a general contractor.
Wow.
And then the manager from Kohler was there. And it was basically talking about all the things that you need to take care of when you're working with clients and getting a home done and things like that. Because there's a lot of people that are like, okay, I got a house now. Or maybe they want to build or they want to do a rehab. How do I make this happen? What's the best way so I don't get into these certain pitfalls?
Absolutely.
So it was a great conversation. And then I hosted this Power Players dinner for OK Player, OK Media, and OK Africa.
Nice.
And so that was amazing. I think Aisha's going to be here. She is the CEO.
Very cool.
Next week. But that was really great because I had an opportunity to see a lot of people that I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
That's always nice when I go outside. I get to network. A lot of things got done. I want to say that because I was like, okay, this
But
person
some of
works
us are
with this
inside
person.
reading
I know.
Diddy texts.
You
all
got to
day.
get outside, Somya.
I do. Yes.
All of us do because I think, no, honestly, I feel like a lot of us are like, I'm just going to go home. I don't want to spend money. I don't want to do this. I don't want to.
I mean, I think in most towns you spend about $200 anytime you leave your house.
Right.
So I think a lot of people
Like, how did
are
this
being
happen?
a little bit responsible.
I don't even have a car right now, so I've been taking the train and Ubering everywhere. But that was about last night. Now, when we come back, it's time for Tell Us a Secret. 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up. Any secret that you have. I know Somya's a journalist, but that means that she also, if you tell her this is off the record, it's off the record.
Well, I have to also say off the record, but yes, this is off the record.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
All right, well, off the record, you can tell us a secret. 800-292-5150. This is a no judgment zone.
None.
We are not biased. We're just here to listen and nod our heads. Like, wow. 800-292-5150. Tell us a secret. It's way up.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
It's way up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Somya Krishnamurthy. Are you ready for some secrets?
I'm so excited.
I know.
I want to hear people who have actual lives. Like, please entertain me.
And while you're here, everything's off the record, right?
100%.
Can you say that?
Always off the record.
There we go. Now we have it. 800-292-5150. Anonymous caller, what's your secret?
I've been a gigolo since I was 17. Paid me to.
So women pay you for sex
Yeah, absolutely.
since you were 17?
Since I was 17, really 18.
What's the craziest thing that a woman had you do?
I had this dude want me to his in front of him.
Wow.
Oh, and you did it. How was it?
It's all about the Benjamins when it comes to this. You feel me?
How much do you charge
That's
for that?
regular. I do regular prices like how girls do.
Okay.
200 for. I got upscale clientele as well.
Have you ever caught feelings with any of the women who hired you?
Feel me? I follow them on the gram. They like my
Wow.
pictures. Like yeah, definitely stay in touch a little bit. Like birthday stories and like that.
Are you still in this line of work?
No, I'm chilling now. I'm working on starting my own business.
Well, good luck to you on your new business.
Yeah, good for you.
Hey, Anonymous caller, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing good.
You want to tell me and Somya a secret?
When I was 17, I was an escort, and my sister's ex-husband, he paid for services. I told me and my sister had a conversation about it, but I still feel guilty about these situations. I still
Wow.
feel guilty.
So you were involved in sex work prior, and then your sister's, at that time, husband approached you as a client, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Well, so he wasn't her ex-husband at the time. That was still her husband?
It was her ex-husband at the time.
Okay.
Oh, ex-husband. Okay. I mean, so did you, like, go through with the services?
I did because I was technically homeless, and it's the only way I made money.
You were up against the wall.
Yeah.
But you're done with that part of your life.
I am married now. I have children. I am happily
That's beautiful.
living life and staying away from that situation.
One question, how did your sister react?
She said that family first. She forgave me, but on my part, I still hold that part of me as if I'm still guilty in the situation. So I still hold that.
You should forgive yourself for that.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can't hold yourself accountable for the darkest times in your life, and it sounds like you've really moved on. And
You've even come clean to your sister about it.
That's
She's
huge.
forgiven you. Forgive yourself.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Woo.
Wow, we got
Somya,
both
you
sides.
really brought these out today.
Yeah, we had
17
sex-
is a pivotal time for all the
Yeah.
parents out there.
And sex
To
work
make-
from a man's perspective and a woman's perspective. I mean, I really applaud them for being so open.
All right, well, that was Tell Us a Secret. 800-292-5150. You could still leave your secret today for last word. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie. And let's start talking about what's going on today with this Diddy trial. We'll tell you what's been happening thus far. It's way up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot.
Let's get it.
Oh, yeah. Angela spilling that yee tea.
Come and get the tea.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Soumya Krishnamurthy, journalist.
Yes.
And let's get into some of this Yee tea.
Let us.
All right, Chris Brown has been denied bail. He must remain in police custody until his date that he has to be in court in June.
Wow.
That's June 13th.
That's some time from now. Yeah, I was shocked by this.
Yes, he was charged over an assault that reportedly took place at Hanover Square in London. That was February 19th, 2023. So, there's no further details. A news release from prosecutors didn't give any other details, but news outlets are not allowed to publish details of an incident that may prejudice any trial.
Interesting. And I know for Chris, he has said in interviews, it had been a long time that before he was allowed to go to Europe and perform and sell out stadiums. So the fact that he's now sitting in jail there is insane.
Yes, over these 2023 allegations.
Yeah.
I wonder if he was aware because this did happen a couple of years ago, and if he knew that there was any potential that something could happen when he goes back there, that he could get arrested.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. A lot of American artists definitely get caught up in Europe because they have a very different system and based upon which country you're in. But, Chris is famous. He's rich. I'm sure his team is like, we'll handle it. I don't think they could have predicted this. I sure didn't.
All right, now, let's get into what's going on with Cassie on the stand. She is back on the stand today.
Yep.
Not sure if this is going to end today or not. I know they're pushing for Cassie to be done by the end of today, so she doesn't have to take the stand on Monday in case she has the baby. But what are some things that we're seeing today, Soumya?
Well, I think what's really interesting is it looks like the defense, so this is Puff's side, is trying to show that Cassie had agency to leave at any time. Mm-hmm. But in her testimony that she said that there were times he would take her phone away, like Puff would, her car, her watch. So it is showing this pattern that was she really able to just, leave this abusive relationship?
And also threatening to put out sex tapes.
That blackmail issue, absolutely.
That he had of her to humiliate her. She's back on the stand today, and I'm watching what's happening right now. They're still reading these text messages.
There's a lot. It's a 10-year relationship.
I know. 11 years. So you can imagine how many text messages, but you can see she's saying, I wrote, we need a different vibe than Friday at the Intercontinental. And that was after that incident where he attacked her, where we saw the video. That's not even an allegation. We saw that happen. So she did say that he did rape her after, they had broken up. And
then his team, she actually also said that afterwards she did have consensual relations with him. So, look, this is very early in this trial. It's, day 4. They say it's going to be about 8 weeks. So we are very, very early. But from looking at what the legal analysts are saying, I think a lot of people feel like the prosecution has proven that they were in there's domestic violence, there was abuse. This was not a healthy relationship. But Puff is on trial for racketeering, sex trafficking, transportation around prostitution, and those are the charges they have to prove. So I think right now a foundation is being set, but insofar as like a slam dunk out the gate, I don't think the prosecution has it yet.
All right. Well, Cassie also said she was treated for PTSD. So she talked about doing EMDR. And I've been hearing a lot about EMDR as far as, getting treatment for trauma that you've been through. So she described some of the treatment. She said if there was a time when you were getting beat up in a room and couldn't walk out, you would reimagine it in a way where you were actually able to leave the room.
Wow.
Neurofeedback treatment was another therapy that she experienced. She said where they hook your brain up to a machine and you watch something and it just kind of regulates your brain waves. And she said she got that treatment about 5 or 6 times.
Wow.
So there you have it. And she also talked about using an escort service that was featured on a TV show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of what they did. Gigolos.
Yeah, look,
Cowboys
I think
for Angels. I used to watch that show, Gigolos.
Oh, really?
But that is your YouTube. We're going to talk more about this when we come back. And we also are going to do Under the Radar. The stories that are not in the headlines, they're under the radar, but you need to know about it anyway. It's Way Up.
This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Soumya Krishnamurthy.
What's up?
What up? And let's get into some of these under the radar stories. The 10 best cities in the United States, according to a travel expert, Hannah Summers. You know what's number 1 on? I'm gonna tell you
my home state.
Number 1 on the list for top 10 best cities in the U.S. is Detroit. What up, though? Detroit, you guys made it to number one
Love
on the
it.
list. Is that amazing?
Love it.
Shout out to everybody listening on WJLB in the D. Number 2 is San Diego. 3 is Miami. 4 is Providence. 5 is Austin. 6 is Scottsdale. 7, New Orleans. We made the list, baby. New York
Okay.
City is number 8.
Nice.
We made the list. Number 9 is Savannah. We're on in Savannah too. And number 10 is Denver. So shout out to everybody that made the list.
Nice.
When it comes to Detroit, there's been so much happening. The resurgence.
Yes, I love
the
it.
revamp and official reopening of the Michigan Central Station as a new era for the birthplace of Motown music.
Love it.
That's the story that they wrote about it. And they said there have been great signs of change and renewal for decades. With fresh, independent restaurants and great community initiatives, the city has a true entrepreneurial spirit.
Love it.
People were questioning Providence, Rhode Island.
Yeah, where did that come from?
But, they're doing a Real Housewives, right, of Providence, I believe. So, and I asked Dan, he was like, no, they got money out there.
Yeah, that is true. It's
right.
a big summer place.
Now, a man has admitted to being a proud 31-year-old virgin. He's on a reality TV show about virgins, and it was... he recently wrote about his life, and that's how it landed him on that show, Virgin Island. It's a UK TV show. He was first urged by a friend to respond to a casting call, and here's the trailer.
12 virgins are on a journey of self-discovery.
Being a young adult in this day and age, it's difficult.
People see it as a joke.
I don't know if I'm going to be doing it right.
I'm worried about hurting.
It's just awkward.
What's going to happen on this island is mind-blowing.
What's going to happen?
Yeah, I don't like the way that trailed off.
Oh, my gosh. Could you imagine meeting a guy and he's a virgin?
I'm not surprised, though, because, this guy's, 31, but they've done studies that Gen Z is having less sex than previous generations. So I don't think this is going to be as crazy as we think it is.
Would you, okay, back to the question. If you were out and a guy told you he was a virgin, would you like that or would that scare you?
I would need to know more about behind the scenes. I think with this guy, Ben Harris, he talked about, being bullied, being really insecure. So if this person has gone through therapy, really healed their wounds, I don't think I would discriminate. Would you?
I don't know if I want to date a guy who's a virgin.
Come on, we have to be
Make me a bad
positive.
person. I don't want virgins protesting outside.
No, they're all on an island, apparently. So you're safe.
All right. Well, maybe I could be on the show because...
You could be the host.
Okay, there you have it.
And then you can put them on, lip service afterwards. I think there's a lot going on with this.
Let's see what we can do. All right, well, that is your Under the Radar. We do have the Way Up mix at the top of the hour. Guess who's joining us later? Zaga Zal. Beenie Man is going to be here. I'm so excited. He's going to actually be performing in New York on the 24th at UBS Arena. That's Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, it's going to be crazy.
So if you're going to be in New York Memorial Day weekend, you're going to want to check it out. It's Way Up.
Way up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T.
Way up.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Soumya Krishnamurthy, journalist extraordinaire.
What up?
What up? Let's get into some of this Yee tea. Now, we're still catching up on what's happening with this Diddy trial.
Yep.
Cassie did say that she does not hate him. And when asked if she still has love for him, she said, I have love for the past and what it was.
That makes sense. I think if you listen to her testimony and even the text messages, she did love him. And I think if anything, at the time, she wanted a committed relationship with Puffy that he just wasn't willing to give.
Yeah, and that's the thing that people are saying, that she's like a scorned woman. That's how
the defense is saying that they're trying to show that this is not some big sex trafficking ring. It's really a lover's quarrel between two problematic people.
All right. Well, we're going to see what's going to happen because Dawn Richard is supposed to be taking the stand today. That has not happened yet.
No.
All right. Listen, there's a lot going on here, too. I'm still reading. I'm following Inner City Press, and that's how I'm reading the whole entire. He's writing out everything that's happening, which is quite a job.
Yeah. Again, people are handwriting what's going on, so different outlets have different updates because people are just taking notes.
Yeah. All right, now let's get into this Joey Badass. He has responded to Ray Vaughn with a new diss track. This all started when Joey took aim at the West Coast on the Ruler's back, and then Red Bull released their Spiral freestyle with Big Sean, Absol, and Joey Badass.
Yep.
During the cypher, Joey had some things to say about Ray Vaughn again because Ray Vaughn came at him. And then Ray Vaughn responded with a diss track called Ho Era. All right. Well, now Joey has the finals. This is another song targeting Ray Vaughn, and here's what he said.
The next getting dropped off a top roster, and I'ma be the reason. Okay, bet you sick dog looking for beef with a seasoned vet. I euthanize sick pups, and you gon' see you barking up the wrong tree. Think you with me? It's about time, top, let your ass off for the leash. Signed for 5 years, yet your biggest moment for me. Can't nobody name a single song you ever released.
Ooh, okay, Unique.
Yes.
Man, all right, Joey Badass. Now, he also had a little tiny shot at Kendrick. Here's what he said.
I salute you, Kenny, but I know you well aware. You looking for some competition, then just know that I'll be right here.
All
That's
right.
a little poke. I wouldn't say it was a shot. Just a little poke.
A little, letting you know, hey, if you want to go back and forth. And I want to point out, they also said this is on wax, so they've made that very clear.
And I will say, I love, again, if you love rap, you love the competitive spirit. And it's been so long, especially after post Kendrick and Drake, that we're just talking about lyrics. So as long as this stays on records, I'm here for it.
All right, well, yes, we are here for it. Shout out to them for having this competitive back and forth. And BET Awards are coming up. And so they have announced some of the performers. Leon Thomas, Tiana Taylor.
Okay.
Glorilla, Lil Wayne, Playboy Cardi. They're all going to be performing.
Lil Wayne, that's interesting.
Yep. Yep.
So maybe this is like he didn't get the Super Bowl, so he's going to do like a really big performance here.
Listen, he gets a lot of big performances. The Super Bowl just wasn't going to happen.
No, it wasn't going to happen.
It wasn't going to happen. I wonder if it could happen in the future.
I don't know. I think he said a lot of things. It depends what Roger Goodell has heard.
All right, well, or maybe Rock Nation. Although I don't know if it's fully up to them. I'm sure whatever.
They renewed their deal. Yeah.
But I'm sure they still have to get approval.
It's questionable. The league says it's Jay, and it's unclear. But I'm sure it's a collaborative. Yes.
All right, well, that is your Yeetie. When we come back, it's a Friday. We got some new music Friday for you. It's Way Up.
We about to do this. One of the most famous women in radio. We're talking about Angela Yee.
You're Way Up with Angela Yee.
Please believe that.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my good friend, journalist Soumya Krishnamurthy.
What up?
And we have a special treat for us today. We have Orchestra Noir. We have Larry Smith, who's the associate music director and also lead saxophonist, and Tiffany Good on the trumpet.
Yes, real musicians. I love it.
That's right.
But you guys are actually on tour, and you're in New York tonight. So let's talk about what's going on. And I know in Atlanta Magazine, the orchestra has been recognized as the best of Atlanta, classical meets contemporary. And you guys have worked with a ton of different brands as well.
Definitely.
And I know this whole Rick Ross situation is about to be lit. But just you guys tell us about Orchestra Noir.
Definitely. So Orchestra Noir was founded in 2016 by Maestro Jason Akeem Rogers. So Maestro had this idea of merging different genres of music like jazz, hip hop, classical, orchestral music all together there, and presenting it in a way where it's palatable for, our generation. We've been recognized by many platforms as well. Of course, the artists, like as you name, I can go on naming all the artists all day, but definitely it's just been a special
2
thing.
Chainz, Migos.
There you go.
Ahead,
Okay, 2 Chainz, Migos, Rick Ross, for sure. But we've definitely been blessed to create this concept and been able to share it with the world.
And I also feel like we need more things to like broaden our horizons and go out and have a good time with.
Exactly.
There's times that I've gone to like jazz clubs and it feels very sophisticated and nice, but this is more like get up out your seat
and
the whole time.
It's just an energetic atmosphere, and of course, we got DJ Louis V with us rocking on the ones and twos. So I mean, he really takes it home, and of course, a lot of the musicians are from HBCUs as well too. Then we do have a classically trained string section as well. So we're bridging those different worlds, and we're bringing it together and putting it on stage. And of course, when you think of orchestras and the concerts, black tie, but these concerts, we want you to come dressed in the '90s era, the classical era of music there. And I mean, it's really an experience.
Y2K meets 90s is the tour. June 7th, New Orleans. Juneteenth. Yes. Where are you guys going to be in Texas?
Fort Worth, Texas.
Texas. Okay, and June 28th in Baltimore.
Baltimore.
So, guys, make sure y'all come out. How can people find out where the tickets are and how to get them?
OrchestraNoir.com. Follow us on Instagram at Orchestra Noir as well, too.
Can you talk about the Rick Ross collaboration?
Rick Ross collaboration was definitely special. We did that collaboration with Red Bull. Again, I'm from Miami, Florida, so Rick Ross is...
Rick's music is so cinematic. Like, just the idea of that being, like, on the orchestra, it just makes sense. intense.
Man, yeah, it was. And it was a powerful moment. Hustling, I remember that.
Yeah, imagine hustling with an orchestra.
It's amazing.
Yes.
Like just to be able to, because I'm always impressed when artists have live music with them. It's a different vibe.
It is, and it gives you appreciation for live music there. And of course, what we're doing is just not for us. We're doing it for future generations.
Exactly.
You know, we want to show other musicians that there is a career in this, you know, that you just don't have to play basketball or play sports or anything like that. You know, if you have a musical talent there, you can hone in on it and you can create something special and share that with the world.
Absolutely. I feel like I missed my gift. No, I'm kidding.
No way.
Come on.
You still have time.
I could have been Alicia Keys. I played the piano, but then I gave up in 3rd grade.
You still got it. You still got it. You still got it.
Exactly.
All right. Well, Tiffany Good, Larry Smith, thank y'all so much. You guys, make sure y'all check them out. Orchestra Noir. You will have a time. They are here in New York City 2 nights. So get those tickets. And also New Orleans, also Fort Worth, also Baltimore. And when we come back, Beenie Man is going to be joining us. I'm excited for that because y'all know I'm a fan. The King of the Dance Hall.
Yes.
All right. It's Way Up.
Been waiting for.
You're tapped in to Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and guess who is here in the flesh? Beenie Man.
Zaga.
Listen, you've been all up and down, you know, New York now, doing the run. So I'm glad we had a chance to sit down.
Blessings, man. Thank you for having me.
Because I've always had the most respect for you as an artist. I told you I just saw you in St. Thomas.
Blessings.
And I saw that both you and Shabba Ranks were headlining, and you guys had a moment. What was that like?
It's great to always friend with your elders anyway, because Shabba was there before me, and there was a little thing going on between me and him, so we just have to quash that because music is love and love is in the music, is it?
Yeah, you done squashed everything. That's good. It's a good feeling though, right?
Yeah.
To feel like it's time to like let bygones be bygones and even work together.
Yeah, but we are growing people, so there's no time for bad energy.
And you have your wife here with us today. I saw your fiance, wife. It's already your wife, though. Y'all been together
it's
for a minute.
already official.
So officially, is there a wedding date set?
Yeah, soon.
That's the date.
Yeah, but right now the work is on and too much business, so we have to take time out and we have time to do that.
How long did you plan your engagement? Because I saw when you slipped the ring on her finger.
Yeah, but it was not planned. No, it was just time.
Okay.
Because you can't make the woman know when the engagement will happen. So it's always a surprise.
Well, congratulations. And, she's here with you today. Hey, Camille. Right now, Beenie Man is here, the king of the dance hall. So you and your soon-to-be wife, you guys actually dated back in the day.
No, well, I know her from back in the days.
But you liked her back then?
Long time.
I like a love story like this.
No, a long time. Well, about 22 years more.
Okay.
Yeah, so we just decided that our time. When you decide, say, all right, it's time for you to be that man and, be responsible. You choose the right person.
How does being responsible feel? Because I think that when you have the right woman, that can actually help in your career as far as decisions behind the scenes, feeling stable, having somebody instead of, just...
Truthful. She changed things, She make things work better. That's my superwoman, you see.
Yeah, no, I love that. And as far as your children, I've seen you say that if you had to do a biopic, you would want one of your sons to play you.
Yeah.
In that movie. Is this something that is really in the works?
Yeah, well, we're working on it. She working on it.
See, that's what I'm talking about. So now it's serious business.
Yeah, well, she working on it.
What does a Beenie Man biopic look like? Because I've read so much about you, like from your childhood, and you really started doing music at a young age.
Yeah.
And I've seen you talk about how you had a stutter when you were a kid.
Yeah.
And
I was born stammer, really. I couldn't talk, but through music, I don't know what happened. Just ta-da.
Just singing is really what helped you so much.
Yeah, man.
Yes, Beenie Man is in the building. We have more with him when we come back. It's Way Up.
What's happening?
You want to know my name?
Way Up with Angela Yee.
Turn me on.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and what a blessing. We got the king of the dance hall, Beenie Man, here with us. So then you started doing music at a super young age. Did you think that
age 5.
Age 5?
Yeah.
Because sometimes people want to know, are you born with, because it's a real thing, right? Well, some people are born musically with a gift.
No, it's like Dr. always say, all singers started out crying.
I cried a lot, but I definitely can't sing to
this day. You see, if you'd have the perfect pitch from the first cry, then you would have been a singer. You see, well, we started age 5, do the first single at age 7, first album at age 10.
See, that's why I'm saying that's amazing for a movie. Because no matter what genre of anything, that is fascinating. Because a lot of people don't discover that gift until later on in life.
Truthful. But you have a lot of people have the gift, but them don't accept it.
And family sometimes doesn't help you also. They may not be supportive of that because it's a tough business to be in.
No, well, that's a serious thing because, all right, my mother was a righteous Christian and I couldn't make sure no say me had to dance our music. So you have to hide and do it. And you know, then we have family next door and them have a sound system over there, and that's when I grab the mic every day and learn to DJ. But my mother gone to church, so she not hear me. So I did my first concert at age 8 was Tasty's talent show, and that concert televised after the concert. Like the concert keep on a Thursday, it televised on a Saturday. And that's when my mother was at home, and that's when she found out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's crazy. She's found out because she saw you on TV.
Yeah.
But you sang in church.
Yeah, we go to church on Wednesdays. Cause you have to do that for your mother, you see.
Right now, Beenie Man is here, the king of the dance hall. Now, I saw you had posted on your page just kind of like there were these rumors going around where people were saying you were sick, X, Y, and Z. How did those rumors even start?
People start rumors. Somebody,
like, do you know where it came from?
No, they never knew where rumors came from. You just hear people with it.
It was that bad that you had to address it?
Well, it was getting very bad because people say I get robbed and get shot. And I got shows.
Right.
So if the people assembly get shot, how am I going to come to perform? So it don't make no sense if we just nip it.
Right.
Yeah.
And you did, like she said, we putting out this statement. It feels like it's been a big time right now, too, for dancehall. It's like, I kind of feel like the greatest time because I think about just back in the 90s, the songs that were so big for us. I'm from Brooklyn, I'm from Flatbush, so, you know, that was always something that we hear nonstop. But it's not necessarily like that all over the United States.
Well, you see, dancehall is far reach.
I saw Atlanta look lit.
In every state, there's a love for the music.
Well, listen, I appreciate you for coming through UBS Arena on May 24th.
Yeah.
That's going to be a time.
Blessings.
All right. Well, thank you for coming, Beenie Man.
Thank you for having me.
And when I did my virtual Angela Yee Day, you actually did something for that. And I really was so excited when they said, we can get Beenie. I said, what? Let's go. So I have that forever that lives. I was like, this is perfect. So I appreciate you so much. And I thank you.
Blessings, man. Thank you for
Thank you. Thank you so much to Beenie Man for joining us. You can watch that full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up with Yee. And when we come back, you guys have the last word.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up is Way Up with Angela Yee. Soumya, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. So much going on.
I just want to read to you what Jim Jones said.
Please.
So we had this conversation based off of what Styles P had to say on the No Funny-ish show.
Yep.
Basically, he was saying that he could beat Jim Jones in a versus. Right?
I agree.
Well, Jim Jones has gone on social media and had something to say. He said, the difference between me and them other old heads is my motion is present day. Your motion was yesterday. And I say that with all due respect. LOL, facts is facts. Drop something. Stop telling me what you used to do. You used to be one of my favorite rappers. I used to have a flat top. LOL. This feels like it's all in fun, though, because they are cool with each other.
Yeah, as long as it's fun, it's rap, I'm here for it.
All right. Well, people are in the comments like, respectfully, you won't win this battle. On his own page. But thank you guys for calling in today. Thank you to Beenie Man for joining us. Also, make sure you check out Orchestra Noir. Amazing to be able to see them live. And, of course, this is your show, so you have the last word.
Angela, one secret I have is I've been stealing from stores for years, but not really big things. But I recently started my own business, so now I make my own money and I don't have to steal no more.
Hey, it's Tequila. I just wanted to shout out my brother and shine a light on him. He's the last of the 9 children graduating today. And I just want to say congratulations, boy. We're so proud of you. You're doing good things. We can't wait for you to be a chef in Paris.
It's showtime.
Yeah, I'm about to tear it up. You tapped in and Way Up with Angela Yee.
I want it now,